The future depends on what you do today. Mahatma Gandhi. The law of time. You don't find time, you make it. Use it, or lose it forever. Time is the universal currency. It doesn't favor the rich, the talented, or the ambitious. Every one of us gets 24 hours each day, and what defines your life is how you spend those hours. Time isn't something you stumble across when the moment feels right. You must carve it out with purpose and defend it with discipline. Let it slip away, and it's gone forever, leaving only the echo of what might have been. Consider Laura, a nurse who dreamed of mastering the piano. She told herself she'd find time to practice once her shifts lightened up. Years passed, and her dream remained a distant wish, overshadowed by routine. Then there's Thomas, another nurse with a similar schedule. He decided to dedicate 20 minutes each morning to playing scales and simple melodies. Over 3 years, those daily sessions turned him into a confident pianist who could perform for friends and family. Laura waited for time, Thomas made it. The difference lies in choice. The law of time demands that you take charge of your hours. It's not about having more time, it's about using what you have intentionally. Start by looking at where your time goes. Many people lose hours to distractions. Scrolling social media, watching shows that add no value, or lingering on tasks that don't matter. Imagine reclaiming just 1 hour a day for something meaningful. That's 365 hours in a year. Enough to learn a new skill, strengthen relationships, or pursue a passion. Small, consistent choices build into remarkable results. Take Maria, who wanted to grow her own vegetables. Her days were packed with work and family, but she chose to spend 15 minutes each evening tending a small garden plot. She started with a few pots, learning about soil and seeds. 2 years later, her backyard was a thriving garden, supplying fresh produce for her family. Maria didn't have extra time. She made it by cutting out mindless habits and focusing on what mattered to her. Your priorities are not what you say they are. They're what you show through your actions. If you claim to value learning but haven't picked up a book in months, your time tells the truth. If you say family matters but give them only the leftovers of your day, you're not living the law of time. Decide what's important, and let your hours reflect that decision. Guard your priorities like treasures, because they are. Excuses steal time, and the biggest one is, "I'm too busy." Busyness is not productivity. Often, it means you're letting others control your time, endless notifications, unnecessary tasks, or obligations that don't align with your goals. Learn to say no. Saying no to the unimportant is saying yes to your purpose. If you don't shape your time, someone else will. Consider David, who wanted to learn woodworking. His evenings were filled with errands and social commitments, but he realized much of his busyness was self-imposed. He started declining low-priority invitations and set aside 1 hour each weekend to work on small projects, like building a shelf or a birdhouse. Within a year, he was crafting furniture for his home. David made time by setting boundaries and choosing what deserved his attention. Planning is critical to the law of time. Without a plan, your hours vanish like water through a sieve. Each week, map out your days. Block out time for your goals, whether it's learning, connecting with others, or pursuing a hobby, and treat those blocks as sacred. A plan turns vague intentions into real progress. Take Sophie, who wanted to learn a new language to connect with her heritage. She didn't wait for a perfect schedule. She planned 20 minutes each evening for lessons, using apps and practicing phrases. She carried a notebook to jot down new words during breaks. 2 years later, she was conversational, able to speak with relatives in their native tongue. Sophie's plan made her time work for her. Focus is another pillar of the law of time. Multitasking is a lie. It scatters your energy and dilutes your results. Give your full attention to one task at a time. If you're learning something new, turn off distractions. If you're with loved ones, be fully present. An hour of focused effort is worth 10 hours of divided attention. Consider Alex, who wanted to improve his public speaking. He tried practicing speeches while checking emails or watching videos, but his progress was slow. Then he changed his approach. He set aside 30 minutes each evening, free from distractions, to rehearse and study techniques. Within a year, he was delivering confident presentations at work. Alex learned that time without focus is time wasted. The law of time also reminds you that it's never too late to start. You may feel you've lost years, but dwelling on the past only steals more time. The best time to begin was yesterday, the next best is now. No matter your age or situation, you can make time work for you. Start small, but start. A single step today outweighs 1,000 plans for tomorrow. Take Helen, a retiree who wanted to explore painting. She thought her chance had passed, but she decided to dedicate 15 minutes a day to sketching and experimenting with watercolors. She wasn't aiming for galleries, just joy in the process. 3 years later, her home was filled with vibrant artwork, and she taught a local class for beginners. Helen didn't let age stop her, she made time and began. Investing in yourself is a core principle of the law of time. Time spent growing your mind or skills is never wasted. Read, study, seek mentors. Every hour you invest in learning compounds over time, building a foundation no one can take away. Knowledge is the seed of every achievement. Think about Marcus, who wanted to understand astronomy. He had no background in science but made time to watch documentaries and read beginner's guides for 30 minutes each night. He joined a local stargazing group to learn from others. 2 years later, he could identify constellations and explain them to his kids. Marcus's investment in learning turned his time into discovery. Procrastination is the silent thief of time. It's not laziness, it's fear in disguise. Fear of failure, effort, or imperfection. The cure is action. Do something, even if it's small. A single step breaks the cycle. The law of time rewards those who move, not those who wait. Take Emma, who wanted to volunteer at a community center. She kept delaying, worried she wouldn't know enough or fit in. Finally, she committed to 1 hour a week, helping with small tasks. That first step led to deeper involvement, and within a year, she was organizing events that brought people together. Emma's action turned her time into impact. Patience is also part of the law of time. Results take time to grow. The hours you invest today may not bear fruit for months or years, but they always do. Trust the process. Plant the seeds, tend them daily, and let time work its magic. Consistency transforms dreams into reality. Finally, time is finite. You have only so many hours in this life, and no one knows how many. Treat each one as precious. Don't waste it on grudges, gossip, or trivial pursuits. Use it to learn, to connect, to create. The law of time is clear. You don't find it, you make it. Use it, or lose it forever. What will you do with your time today? Will you let it drift away, or will you claim it? Choose your priorities. Plan your hours. Focus your energy. Say no to distractions. Act, even when it's hard. Invest in yourself. Be patient, but persistent. The law of time is your path to a life of purpose. Start now, because now is all you have.